of a space station in future. The Shenzhou 10 docked with the Tiangong 1 Space Lab twice, automatically and manually. The astronauts spent 12 days in the orbiting space module to conduct medical experiments and to deliver a lecture to students on Earth about the principles of physics. During that lecture, Wang explained the motion in microgravity environments and the surface tension of liquid in space with several demonstrations. China has sent 10 astronauts and 6 spacecraft into space since the country's first manned space mission a decade ago. Jenny Lam, TVB News.
Deadly violence rocked Xinjiang today. Riots in a remote town there left 27 people dead. The unrest happened at about 6 a.m. in Shanshan County in Turpan Prefecture. According to the Xinhua news agency, knife-wielding mobs attacked police stations, a local government building, and a construction site. People were stabbed and police cars set ablaze. 17 people were killed. Authorities later opened fire and shot dead 10 rioters. 3 others were arrested at the scene, while an undisclosed number of rioters managed to escape. No word yet on what sparked the unrest.
Major political drama coming out of Australia today. With elections less than 3 months away, Prime Minister Julia Gillard was ousted by her predecessor, Kevin Rudd. The ruling Labour Party today dumped Gillard and elected Rudd as Prime Minister in a dramatic move to try and head off defeat at the upcoming polls. The vote was 57 to 45. Earlier, Gillard promised to quit politics if she lost the ballot. 3 years ago, Rudd was himself dumped in favor of Gillard, who became Australia's first female prime minister. Rudd was elected prime minister back in 2007, and his government was credited with helping Australia avoid recession during the 2008 global financial crisis.
Well, thank you for gathering.
Temperatures are rising, the sea level is climbing, the Arctic ice is melting, and the world is doing far too little to stop it. Against that backdrop, U.S. President Barack Obama has launched a plan to cut carbon emissions from American power plants without requiring congressional approval first. And he's linked the fate of a pipeline designed to carry crude oil from Canada to the U.S. to its impact on climate change.
Moving oil to market by train, truck, or tanker significantly adds to global greenhouse gas emissions. This is why, during his speech at Georgetown University, President Barack Obama said going green by limiting carbon emissions is the only way he'd give the green light to the Keystone XL pipeline.
And our national interest will be served only if this project does not significantly exacerbate the problem of carbon pollution. The net effects of the pipeline's impact on our climate will be absolutely critical to determining whether this project is allowed to go forward.
The pipeline is designed to carry 830,000 barrels of crude oil per day from the Canadian oil sands and the Bakken Shale in North Dakota and Montana south to Texas refineries. But critics warn the environmental costs far outweigh the project's economic benefits of creating jobs in the U.S. Environmentalists maintain extracting crude from the oil sands in northern Alberta will produce an excessive amount of carbon pollution. Still, Obama believes if America doesn't try out the Keystone project, it will pay the price of inaction.
So the question now is whether we will have the courage to act before it's too late. And how we answer will have a profound impact on the world that we leave behind, not just to you, but to your children and to your grandchildren.
The White House insists the State Department has the final say, with Obama's input to approve it only if it won't increase greenhouse gases. A final decision is expected by January 2014.
And still ahead in the news, pro-government group challenges Occupy Central movement. The Eiffel Tower shut down because of a labor dispute. And Elizabeth Taylor's first wedding dress up for auction.
We did not know the true nature of our expedition.
Is there a destiny?
You looked at me like you expected me.
Does it have to be this way?
Like you knew I'd come for you. Can you tell me what I should do next?
Tonight, Cringe, the series finale, at 10:35 on Pearl.
Why this watch? This watch has witnessed the epic, the world's most famous fortnight, and a century of traditions unchanged. It's heard the hush of the crowd, the whip of the maestro. On the lawn of the court's center stage, it doesn't just tell time, it tells history.
食飯啦，叫佢打少啲機，為佢好啫，都唔諗下嘅。
似你咯，話明禁煙區唔食得，咧罰15蚊，唔合作仲罰多啲啊！
點同咧？咁唔方便。
唔方便，為你好咋？食煙短幾年命，又會中風，你有事，我哋點算啊？戒咗佢啦。
諗落又係。